Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, May 24th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So for the second day in a row, Bulls having some trouble here. Remember, we gapped low yesterday, only to fill that gap. So we'll see if that pattern continues. Again, I spoke last night, been speaking in my trading room. Last week's low is the real important one for me, as the daily has now gone down. If we're able to take out last week's low, the bears, you'd be putting the weekly back into balance. Right now, there's still a couple of dollars above it. We're trading basically right around or below the 20-day moving average again. So just when we thought we were getting away from that in SPY, we're back to it. NQ, which came into balance yesterday, looking to gap lower. Now, this is their balance low. Since yesterday was just forming the balance, the 18th low is my balance low. So if they take out the 18th low, we'd be going from balance to down. So we'll see if that's going to occur. And then they would have to work. Remember, they had the trend day from the 17th. 2 sets of single prints. One of them rather large still. So we'll see if they get into that as they look to possibly gap lower. Righty. Also, Righty's been all over the place. They came out of a weekly balance to the upside, but like I said, I was saying it's most likely just stretching it. Well, now the daily, which was up, would be coming right back into balance if we take out yesterday's low. And again, then we'll see how big that balance is. Will it be a 3-day balance, including today, or will you incorporate more of these days? So the Bulls, which looked like they were getting going, kind of stalling here, right? S&P took out February's high by $2.50. But right now have stalled. We still have 5 trading days to go in this month. Everything on the table for an outside month up or down. You have Fed minutes today at 2. Really shouldn't be a big deal, but you never know with these algos. As far as a game plan for this morning, well, again, we still have 75 minutes to go. It really depends on the size of this gap. Gaps have not held, so we'll see if that's going to continue or not. Right now, those sellers would be starting, just like yesterday. They had everything in their power yesterday with gap and lower value. And right now, indice-wise, we're only down 0.4%. So we'll see how that plays out come 9:30. But again, depending on where the overnight low is, see if it's a possibility to front run, because they do that. That's number one. Number two, if they were to come up and fill the gap, I'd probably take a short against that the first time, because even though the gaps don't hold, that doesn't mean the sellers wouldn't be in control. You would still have lower value. Don't forget, we had a trend day yesterday that held. Look at the overnight high, close to M's high. That's the upper end of the lower distribution. So nothing changes unless buyers are able to take that back. If they're able to take that back, then value would go from lower to at least overlapping the lower, and we'll see if we can get into the upper distribution. If they can't take it back, value will be lower all day, and then we'll see if we go and attack last week's low. Things to keep in mind. So again, early plays as far as a possible long against the overnight low wherever it is, and then I would still be looking for shorts either against the gap and or if the gap was to fill. And then on the chart, so here's the weekly. We came out of balance last week. This week, so far, we're inside the previous week, right? It's only day 3 of the week, the start of it. But 410.23, with about $2.50 above it. If you take out this low, we're firmly back in balance. And then we'll see if they're going to start rotating back to the bottom of this double bottom here at some point. If you do that, then things will get very interesting by the end of the month, because that, my friends, is basically last month's low. 403.78. And then on the daily, we came out of an inside day balance down yesterday, and now we're continuing down. Right now, the 20 will be curling up again this morning, so right now we're just below it. But again, there's still 75 minutes to go prior to the opening. Actually, the 50 is at 407.53 now. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.